everyone. Just wanted to make the first day of 2019 my first port of call, Alperton police station, where the team covered up the murders of our children, and I've left them a note. You have blood on your hands, our 3 boys, because that's exactly what they have on their hands, the blood of our children. And they think they can get away with their cover-up, corruption of what they do to us, what they've done to our children, and the establishment are all complicit in this. I've even seen case files where the CPS have got a court order to look into allegations against the police, and the CPS can make the decision of looking no further. How can that be? How can that be? I wonder if that's come to collect me. So, Alperton Police, I hope you've had a good few days over the festive season. Just to let you know, I haven't. Just to say, we received the answer to the complaint that you sent to us, Alperton Police, the official complaint, that you looked into it yourselves against your own colleagues. We received the response. Now, us families met up over the last few days to cross-reference the complaint against all the other paperwork that we have. And guess what? You can't cross-reference it because it's the whole complaint. Every paragraph, there's a lie. Constables that led us to believe that they was there that night wasn't even there that night. Lie upon lie upon lie. And you can't even cover your own lies. You can't even cover them. Now, one of the people that wrote that report, a Detective Inspector David Hay. Is that the same Detective Inspector David Hay that between 1994 and 1995 was accused of improper, unlawful imprisonment? And then again in 1999, the same David Hay was also again up on charges relating to a Delroy Hilton, who was beat up in the back of one of your vans. And he was only arrested because he was protesting against the assault and the arrest of his neighbours. You was involved in that as well. Corrupt. Corrupt is not the word. The Met Police are criminals in themselves. Now, I'm here on my own. On my own. In fact, there's someone down the road that actually gave me a lift here. Because I don't fear any of you. We know what you are. Your system is set up so you can just do what you like and not face any charges. No charges at all. Like the policewoman who turned her blind eye when this young man, Delroy Hilton, was beaten up in the back of the van with his hands cuffed behind his back. What a bunch of cowards you are. What a bunch of cowards. And all she suffered was what? She only lost 5 days' pay. That's all she lost. What you do is you take early retirement so you don't face charges. Well, we're coming for you, and you're going to face charges where our boys are concerned. Trust us on that. The police complaint system, when it is working, most cases, including serious allegations of fabrication of evidence, perjury and assault, never come before a disciplinary hearing at all, let alone a criminal trial. That is why you do these horrendous covers-ups and assist in corruption, isn't it? That's why you do it. because you think you can get away with it. Well, I'm here to tell you you can't, and you won't. You and anyone else involved in our children's case, apart from 3 people, will be named and shamed, and you will be held accountable whether you retire early or not. You are arrogant and see yourselves above the law. You failed our children and many others, and you're not above the law, Alperton Police. None of you are above the law. But you think you are, and you think you can treat people how you want. Don't you? Daniela Zenga, Robert Simpson, Jane Shaw, DC Hindmarsh. And why did DC Hindmarsh still have the paperwork on the passenger? After we'd put an official complaint in, and it was left for him to decide whether he was charged with any crimes. And he said he wasn't. Hey, how corrupt is that? And it's conflict of interest. But you don't know the law, do you? You don't know it. Come out and prove that I'm wrong. Come out and face me. Come on. Come on, when you're out there on the streets and trying to intimidate people with your uniform on and arresting preachers for preaching the Bible. You think your uniform, all your uniform is a bully uniform. That's all it is. That's all it is. Come on, I'm out here on my own, coming to face you corrupt lot. We have enough evidence, and that's why none of you face us. That's why the police put the second lot of victim impact statements. That's it, you go back in and shut your door. That's why you put them through the letterbox when you're meant to come in and see us, and for us to sign them. You put them through the letterbox. That's how cowards you are. Alperton Police Base. I told Robert Simpson, I came here back in March, and I came into your building, and I said to him that I was going to tell the whole country what you've done. I warned him and I told him, and that's exactly what I've done, and I will continue to do. Because what you're doing is assisting in the demise of our people, our children, and you're not telling anyone because you're covering the whole lot up. Well, people are waking up by the day, and they are fearing the police less and less and less. Just like I am. Look, no one here, only myself. You can see me out here because I've seen you watching, and you're staying there. You're nothing but a bunch corrupt lot of cowards. Puppet master followers. Puppet master followers. And you think it's okay to do that, don't you? Because you've got a pension at the end of it. You think you're immune to your own children getting hurt. Here's my note to you. You have blood on your hands. Our 3 boys and many others. Well, it doesn't look like any of you have got the guts to come out here to a woman on their own. A woman on their own, on your street. And none of you have got the guts, have you? Because you all know it's true. And you can't face the truth, because you're nothing but a bunch of liars. A bunch of liars. Now, any of you lot waking up today and seeing the emails from Ian, Harry's dad, I hope you enjoy those emails and you can chew on them in 2019. You can chew on them, because that's the feedback from us 3 families on what we think of your complaints report. That of course we'll be appealing through the IPCC, but the IPCC are nothing but a bunch of ex-police officers. So we know what's going to end up at the end of that, but we'll follow the protocol. You know, we'll follow it. But what we will do is see you all in court under a private prosecution. Whether you retire early or not, you will be held accountable. The whole lot of you. Watch what happens in 2019, because the whole country is waking up to the corruption of you, the CPS, the courts, the government, the establishment. The whole lot of us. So stay in the warm at your desks. I just wanted to come here on the 1st of the 2nd, 2019, to show you that what you did at the appeal courts was disrespectful, going into another court while we was in one court, turning the lights off on us. This is how you've treated families for years. Hundreds and hundreds. A march has been going for 20 years in this country that the mainstream media hasn't reported on, because that march is about the amount of deaths in police custody. What is the real statistic? How many people have died at the hands of you in your stations? People need to wake up to the fact that it is in the hundreds. In the hundreds. And no one hardly fears you anymore. So when you put your uniform on that makes you feel like a big man or a big woman, just remember it means nothing to the British public no more, apart from those that are still asleep. Those that are still asleep, that have their trust in the law. It won't be long before they realise there is no trust in the law. Because the law is corrupt and you're nothing but a bunch of criminals. That's all you are. See you soon, Met Police, Alperton Police Station, James Shaw, Robert Simpson, DCI Marsh. And none of you. And Daniela Zenga, thank you for your bunch of lies in your response to the complaint. You all failed yourself. You told so many lies, a lot of you, that you couldn't even cover up your lies. Couldn't even cover them up. Unbelievable. You're not very good at your job. So everyone, I just had to come here today outside the corrupt station. This was where police constables were that did our first. They were the first team to be part of our son's investigation case. They were the first team. And corrupt isn't the word. You'd assume that once we got our paperwork that they'd be able to cover up their lies, because they had it for so long. But they couldn't even cover up their own lies. Couldn't even cover it up. And we're just letting them know we're not going anywhere. Not anywhere. Bunch of cowards. Don't care about the children, they just care about their pensions. They think it's okay to follow a puppet master. When you follow a puppet master and do a job that you know to be morally wrong, you become a bad cop. In my eyes, that's my opinion. So I just wanted to share it with you all. But no one seems to want to come out of the police station. None of them. Thank you for listening.